Hello there. Well, today we're having a little walk in a wood in the New Forest called Bignall Wood. Now it's an ancient pasture woodland and it's a very, very hot day. I'm afraid England has had, this must be about the longest heat wave we've ever had, and temperatures are much higher than we're used to. But walking in these ancient pasture woodlands, it's very cool, and that's one of the nice places to walk. Now it's a typical ancient pasture woodland, and it's sort of roughly in the middle of the New Forest. Now these ancient woodlands in the New Forest, the pasture woodlands at least, they don't have a lot of ground flora, but they have other things like mosses, the bryophytes, and they have an enormous amount of invertebrates in the dead wood. The only thing that's green on the floor is bracken, which seems to like this weather. But there's lots of dead wood, and it's very, very important. And it's one of the features of the New Forest. Then, of course, there are a lot of very big oaks in the New Forest, and that's a pretty big one. Not the biggest, of course. And there you can see the browse line. That's where the ponies and the cattle just reach a certain height, and you get this browse line. Now this dead wood, it gives a chance for regeneration, because eventually bramble will creep over the dead wood and form sort of natural enclosures. Now there's what you call a decay column, and there's one of the ponies. You might notice it's got a reflective collar. A lot of the commoners are putting reflective collars on their ponies so that at night they stand a better chance of not getting hit by a car, because I'm afraid people drive too fast through the New Forest. You get these occasional lawns and greens within these woodlands, which is nice. Now I like to check out these root plates. This is a beech tree that's come down, and it's a really big, very thin plate actually. It shows how the roots don't go down very far in the beech trees. Now the wood is famous for, on the edge of this wood there's a famous house, which is Bignall House, and it was the retreat of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, the writer of Sherlock Holmes. And I believe he wrote The White Company, which was about the New Forest. There's a better picture of the house. Quite interesting house. And there's a picture of Arthur Conan Doyle. Quite a character. Well, here's this is the top of the Cadnam River, which eventually flows into the Blackwater. It's very low. All the streams in the forest are nearly dry, some of them. But there is some quite nice scenes there, and there's a scene here that I'm going to do a painting from. I took a photograph, and I think I might put a pony in it and do a painting. That's the sort of scene I'm thinking of. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this short video. Now I'm going to leave you with this these last couple of clips of this lovely big New Forest sow. Now they turn a lot of the pigs out in the New Forest in the autumn for the mass, but a breeding sow is allowed out on the forest as long as it returns to the holding at night. Anyway, it's a lovely sight seeing this pig having a lovely scratch. If you like this short video, please click a like and maybe subscribe so you can see another one in the future. Goodbye for now.